It's Friday, 7 a.m. in Yucca Valley, California, where it's sometimes Yucca Valley. And this is our morning global yoga class. We do every Friday at 7 a.m. Welcome to all the yogis all over the globe.
Yes, we're going to get started standing. I have my hands clasped behind the back. The right thumb is over the left. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, open the chest. Soften the eyes and relax the face. Feel the breath. Go ahead and bring the clasped hands to the left hip. And then drop the right ear to the right shoulder. So we get a nice opening through the side of the left side of the neck. Inhale back to center, release the hands, switch the clasp so the left thumb is over the right. Inhale to open the chest. On the next exhale, bring the hands to the right hip, the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhaling back to center, we'll sweep the arms up overhead. Let's bring the right hand to the left wrist and take a side body stretch. Lengthening the spine with each exhalation. Come back to center, switch the grip, and then stretch the other side. Inhale back to center and relax the arms down. We'll just take some shoulder shrugs. Reverse the direction. And relax. Let's bring the right arm across the body. The left arm comes underneath. As you hug the arm in towards the chest, you find a nice opening through the posterior deltoid on the right side. Spread the fingertips wide so we're energizing through the hands. Relax the knees. Relax the grip of the toes. Exhale, release, open the arms out wide, lift the chest, and then switch sides. Exhale, relax the arms down. We're gonna sweep the arms up overhead, reaching. Let's come to the toes. Play with the balance. Exhale, lower the heels. I'm gonna bend the right elbow and then take the left arm and pull the arm down behind my head. So we're finding a stretch through the back of the right arm. On the next exhale, release, and then we'll switch sides. Bending the left elbow, pulling with the right arm to open up the tricep. Smooth, deep, even breath. Relax the arms down. And we'll take another deep inhale as you reach back up, come to the toes. We'll lower the heels, bring the hands together into the chest, and then continue to fold forward to our first Uttanasana. Bring the hands to the legs and relax the head down. Pull the belly in, Uddiyana Bandha. We engage the abdominal muscles to protect the lower back. Inhale, lift halfway up. So the spine becomes parallel with the earth, lengthening through the crown of the head. The hands are on the thighs, and we breathe. We're going to step the right foot back for a high lunge. So stay high on the ball of the back foot. The knee of the front leg is on top of the heel. The toes and the knee, or the knee rather, are tracking the middle toes of the front foot. Feel the pose. The back leg is working towards straightening. So we're reaching through the heel. Exhale, the hands come down, pull the belly in and step forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. We're breathing into the back body. Breathing into the upper back, expanding the chest, expanding the rib cage, but breathing into that thoracic part. So the upper back. On the next inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthening the spine. Then we'll step the left foot back for the high lunge. We're high on the ball of the back foot. The knee is over the ankle as you lift. Important to note, in this high lunge, the hips are facing forward, which makes it easier than a warrior one. Exhale the arms down, pull the belly in and step forward. If you feel tightness in the hamstrings, you can always bend the knees. Take a deep inhale and roll the spine up all the way to standing. Come to the toes. Exhale the hands to heart center and continue to fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. And then we're gonna step the right foot back for warrior one. So you may want to widen the stance towards the edges of the mat. This time the heel comes down. So the right hip is likely further back than the left, but by widening the feet towards the right and left side of the mat, we are working towards moving the hips forward. Again, the knee is on top of the heel, the feet root down as you lift the arms up, reaching towards the sky, but the shoulders are soft. And the breath is smooth and even. Exhale, bring the hands down, and we're going to step back to a high plank. Untitled Chapter, Tadasana. Strong plank. We achieve this by having strong chest, strong belly, and strong thighs. You can always put the knees down. We're going to move in that direction anyway. So lowering down just a few inches, we'll inhale as you lift the chest, Bhujangasana. This is Cobra Pose. We're lifting out of the lower back by pulling the belly in and lifting the chest. We're lifting the rib cage off of the hips. Keeping a micro bend in the elbows to not hyperextend. And then as you exhale, we'll tuck the toes, lift the hips and press back for downward facing dog. Since this is our first one of the day, you can pedal the feet, lifting one heel and bending the knee, and then doing the same for the opposite leg. We're pressing away from the hands, so the hips are lifted and pressing away as we lengthen the side bodies and the spine. But the head is relaxed down, and we're breathing smooth and even. On the inhale, lifting the right leg, bend the knee, bring it into the chest. You round the spine, and then gently, lightly place the right foot in between the hands. And we're in a low lunge. Just check that the knee is on top of the ankle. And then inhale the arms up. Anjaneyasana. So now you can feel the difference because we're no longer sealing the back foot on the earth for like we did for warrior one. We're on the ball of back foot. So we're lifting, and the hips have an easier time facing forward in this high lunge. Exhale, the hands come down, step forward, Uttanasana. Bring a gentle bend in the knees. You stack the spine, rolling all the way up to standing. The head is the last to come up. And when you get there, sweep the arms up, come to the toes. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center and feel the breath. Tadasana. So we've done one half of our first surya namaskar, sun salutation. Now we move to the left side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, pull the belly in. The hands come to the center of the chest as you fold all the way forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine. The left foot steps back. The heel comes down as you seal the outer edge of that left foot. Inhale the arms up. And feel the pose, feel the breath. Soften the face. Exhale the hands down, Untitled Chapter, Tadasana. High plank. We'll bend the elbows a few inches, lower the knees down, the tops of the feet come down, and then lift the chest. Being mindful of the neck spine, we're not throwing the head back, but keeping in mind the neck is just the uppermost extension of the spine. Everything is connected. As we exhale, we'll press back, downward facing dog. The feet are about hip distance apart. The fingertips are spreading apart. And we're pressing into that space around the base of the thumb and the index finger. If you need to, if your hamstrings are tight, you can always bend the knees. It might even help you lift the hips more to lengthen the spine. We'll inhale, bend the left knee, bring it into the chest as you round the spine, and then softly place it in between the hands. Stack the knee on top of the ankle, and then inhale, reach. Or high on the ball of the back foot for this high lunge. Anjaneyasana. Uttanasana, step forward into your forward fold. Roll up all the way to standing. The arms come up overhead. Maybe you come to the toes. Tadasana. Exhale into mountain pose. Let's do that series one more time. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine. Exhale the right foot back, Virabhadrasana, 1. Root the feet, and lift the arms. Untitled Chapter, high plank. We'll move through this vinyasa, coming to Bhujangasana, knees are down, lifting chest. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. The right knee comes in towards the chest as you round the spine. Step the foot forward. Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Step forward, Uttanasana. Stacking the spine as you roll up. Urdhva Hastasana, lift the arms, lift the heels. Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel the breath. Unlock the knees. Soften the toes. Left side, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, pulling the belly in to protect that lower spine. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. The left foot steps way back. You can widen the stance. The heel comes down. Inhale, the arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, the hands come down as you step back, high plank. Vinyasa, just bend the elbows a few inches, the knees come down, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg, bend the knee, bring it in towards the chest as you round the spine. Then softly place it between the hands. Come high on the ball of the back foot. As you inhale the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Feel the breath. Engage Uddiyana Bandha as you step forward, forward fold. Stack the spine, roll all the way up, standing. The arms will reach, the heels lift. Exhale, Tadasana. Urdhva, sweep the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Ardha Uttanasana. We're going to step the right foot back, this time for Virabhadrasana 2. So the heel comes down. We want to align the front heel approximately with the arch of the back foot. So before you come up, check your alignment. Again, the front knee is stacking over the heel to protect the knee. We sweep the arms up, and this time the hips are opening to the side of the mat. Root through the feet as you lift the arms, parallel with the earth, and feel the breath. Let's reverse the warrior and straighten the front leg. So it's a reverse triangle rather. As you root and then lift the ribs and reach the arm up in the opposite direction. Exhale, warrior 2. Bend into the front knee. And then we'll cartwheel the hands down and move through our vinyasa. High plank. Slight bend in the elbows. Bhujangasana, Cobra. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lift the right foot, bend the right knee, bring it into the chest as you round the spine. Step it forward in between the hands. This time we're going to come down onto the back knee. The top of the foot also comes down. If you have a pillow or a blanket, you want extra padding under the knee, you can go ahead and place it there for some extra love. We'll inhale the arms up, and now we're in a low lunge. So for many people, you may need to walk the toes of the front foot forward to get that nice stretch through the groin, the psoas muscle, maybe even the abdominals. You feel it. As you lift the chest, lift the arms, energizing through the fingertips, but softening the shoulder blades down the back. Let's exhale the hands inside the front foot. So you may need to walk that front foot towards the outer edge of the mat. We're coming into a lizard pose, Uttanasana. So if you have blocks at your disposal, it's a nice option to use here by stacking the hands on top of the blocks, or you can just stay here and feel the stretch through the glutes and the hamstring and maybe the outer hip. If you have the flexibility and it feels good for you, you can come down to the forearms. Whichever posture is suitable for you in this moment, you are feeling the breath, the smooth, even breathing in and out through the nose. We call this Sampurna breath. We're going to take a twisted pigeon. So, on your next inhale, as you lift the head, straighten the arms, the right foot will roll open. You're going to root through the left arm, and then inhale, open the chest, and lift the right arm up towards the sky. So we have a gentle twist here. This is Pavrita Ekapara Raja Kapatasana. Exhale, lowering the right hand back down. We can bring that front foot back towards the midline. We're going to straighten the knee and press the hips back. This is Ardha Hanumanasana. So some variation of a half split. You can always bend the knee if you find you have tightness in the hamstring, but the spine is long, the neck spine is long. Whichever posture you're in, we're feeling the breath. Go ahead and inhale as you bend into the front knee. We're going to lift up off the back knee and just pull the belly in as you step forward, Uttanasana. Bend the knees a lot as you sit back into an imaginary chair. The weight comes into the heels, the toes are light as you peel open the spine. Utkatasana. Inhale, come up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana, maybe to the toes. Tadasana. Slow the breath down. We do this by breathing in and out through the nose and trying to lengthen the exhalation. Let's move to the left side. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana, fold forward. Ardha Uttanasana, lift halfway. The left foot steps back. Virabhadrasana 2. So we're sealing the outer edge of that back foot. The toes of the back foot are slightly turning in. So we have an internal rotation with that hip bone. The front knee is on top of the heel. So you may need to walk the toes forward of the front foot, and then we're bending into the knee. The hips are opening towards the side, and the arms are reaching. Strong lines of energy through the fingertips. Go ahead and straighten the front knee. The left hand comes down as you lift the right arm up. Reverse triangle. Exhale, come back into warrior 2, bend into the front knee, make sure it's tracking the middle toes. Let's cartwheel hands to frame the front foot, and then come down to the back knee, the top of the foot comes down, and then inhale the arms up for low lunge, Anjaneyasana. So now we switch sides. Let's move through our vinyasa. Exhale, the hands come down, lift up off the back knee and step back into Untitled Chapter, Tadasana, high plank. We'll lower the knees down, the tops of the feet come down as you inhale the chest up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, lift the hips and tuck the toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lift the heels, lift the hips, and then we'll bend the left knee, bring it in towards the chest, and then place it in between the hands. Make sure that the toes are forward of that knee. We're gonna lower down to the back knee. So now we're aligned. The back foot comes down and we inhale the arms up. Low lunge. Now we're even. Feel the breath. Exhale the hands inside the front foot. You'll need to walk the foot out. Let's make space for the hands. Then we come into Uttan Prasthasana, lizard pose. So take the variation that works best for you. Again, you can keep the arms right here, rooting. The elbows are straight. If you have the flexibility and it feels good for you, you can come down to the forearms. Sometimes it takes a little time to work into that pose. The body is opening up slowly. So just ease into the posture that feels most comfortable for you. Whichever posture will allow you to breathe smoothly and calmly. Sampurna breathing. So we're going to move into our twisted pigeon pose. We're rooting through the right hand. The fingers are spread wide. You can roll out to the edge of the left foot. And then inhale, we open the chest and lift the left arm up for our twisted pigeon, Pavrita Ekapara Raja Kapatasana. Exhale, the hand comes back down. We're going to frame the front foot and then move towards straightening the front leg, the hips press back. And we're in Ardha Hanumanasana. This is a half split. You can always bring a bend into that front knee if you find the hamstring is tight. The toes are flexing. So they're reaching towards the body. This is also a nice opportunity if you have blocks, you can stack them underneath the hands, but checking to see that the arms are still in line. So we want the hands to be underneath the shoulders. Inhale, bend the front leg. We'll come up off the back knee for our low lunge, and then pull the belly in. Uttanasana, step forward into your forward fold. Bend the knees and sit back into your imaginary chair, Utkatasana. The weight is in the heels and the toes are light. All the way up, lifting the heels, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel the breath. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward with a long spine. We'll bend the knees a lot, come back into our chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, the hands come down, and let's step both feet back and come into a high plank. Vinyasa. So bend the elbows a few inches. Bhujangasana. Lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's come down to the hands and the knees. We're going to take a few cat-cow postures just for spinal health. So you can inhale to lift the chest and lift the tailbone. And as you exhale, we round the back. Moving with the breath. Inhaling to expand the front body. Exhaling to expand the back body. Come into neutral, and then come down into a seated posture. Let's bring the legs out in front. We're going to bend the right knee. Bring the foot inside of the left leg. The foot of the extended leg is reaching through the heel like a karate kick. The toes are reaching towards the body. We bring the right arm behind us for a gentle twist. So the right arm is supporting us. Inhale the left arm up to lengthen the spine. And then in the navel, we twist to the right. Take a deep breath into the upper back. And as you exhale, we unwind back to center. We'll lower the right knee down and then bring the soles of the feet together. This is Baddha Konasana, Cobbler's Pose. Take a deep inhalation, and as you exhale, we'll fold forward. Inhale, stack the spine to roll up. We're going to straighten the right leg, and then bring the left knee towards the center line of the body. The right heel is reaching forward like a karate kick, so that foot is active, and the toes are reaching towards the body. The left hand comes behind us for support. Inhale the right arm up to lengthen the spine. And then in the navel, we twist. Deep inhale, breathing into the upper back. As you exhale, let's unwind and come back to center. This time we're gonna bend the right knee to meet the left, and then make our way onto the back. And Alan will demonstrate his favorite, Supta Ekapada Rajakapotasana. This is King Pigeon Pose on the back. So by bending the right knee, you bring the right ankle onto the left thigh, flex the feet, and then hug everything in towards the body. You'll feel a nice opening through the outer right hip. The neck spine is long and the head relaxes down as you breathe and feel the opening in the posture. We'll inhale and then exhale and switch sides. So the left knee bends, the left ankle comes on top of the right thigh, and then you hug everything in to find that outer hip stretch through the opposite side. Go ahead and release the legs. Hug both knees in towards the chest. You can give yourself a nice gentle massage in the lower back by rocking the knees back and forth or making circles. Maybe even coming into happy baby, whereby you reach to the outer edges of the feet and pull the knees in towards the underarms. The tailbone reaches down. You can even straighten one leg at a time if you have the flexibility today and it feels good. And then when you're ready, you can hug the knees into the chest once more, giving yourself some love. And then reach the arms and the feet up towards the sky for a little Viparita Karani. Circle the fingers and circle the toes, the ankles and the wrists in all directions. And then when you're ready, go ahead and lower everything down. Straighten the legs out onto the earth. Reach the arms up overhead for a full body stretch. And then relax into Shavasana for the final resting pose. Take a few moments to just close the eyes. Perhaps you place one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly, or just allow the hands to relax at the sides as you are in this corpse pose, as it is called, Shavasana. And just relax the mind into the breath, or breathe into the mind. As you soften, starting from the crown of the head, all the way down to the toes. Take a deep inhalation through the nose, and a long exhalation. Bring some gentle movement into the fingers and the toes. Gently reawakening the ankles and the wrists. We'll bend the knees. And then roll onto one side and just feel the weight of the body being supported by the earth. Using as little effort as possible, gently feel your way up to Sukhasana, a comfortable seated position. Now, the practice truly begins. To just sit and feel the breath. Allowing the mind to be consumed with breath. Smooth, even breathing. Always coming back to the breath. I want to thank everyone for joining this global Friday yoga session. Wishing everyone a healthy and happy Friday.